Hey guys, so today you and I are going to talk about females. So let's get into it. So the question in question was, Frederick, I am the only female on our software development team at work. Is this common in the industry? Yes. Yes, it is. The fact that you are a female is enough for me to just go, that's not common. I hate to tell you this if you are female, but most IT companies is a big sausage fest. It's just one big boys club, all of it practically. As long as you're in the engineering department, if you go up slightly above us, you usually find females in like middle management, or you find them in coaching type of roles or design and things like that, anything like that. And if you do find female engineers, the vast majority of them, they're going to be front-end developers. At least what I can see. I've only to this day met one or two, no, actually two, in the same company. I don't know how they did that. And one of them was a DevOps engineer. I almost fell off. Honest to God, I spilled a glass of water on her when I realized that just from pure shock. I was delighted because I've never seen it before, but it was fucking amazing. And the other woman that I met was the only, as far as I'm concerned, the only true senior developer, female senior developer I've ever met, ever. I'm assuming now, like outside of like tech talks, like people I have actually met. There are many like senior female developers. It's not like they're out there. It's just so rare to see someone who's been a full-time engineer for that long and not either progressed to a management type of thing or like to just have been in the industry this long. It's usually people, usually the women that I've worked with are either junior-ish and they're usually in front end. So having a senior back-end developer, which was the case here, was like completely mind-blowing. It was pretty great. I think she did actually become manager of her own team now. She's still an engineer, so it still counts. But yeah, I'm very sorry to say that this is a big boys club. The thing that is nice though for you as a female is that number one, you are in the highest demand. You can like you've probably heard that everybody says that there's a high demand for software developer, and that's of course true if we're talking about skilled software developers. But what they may not have told you is that, and this some recruiters will not tell you this, the demand for female good developers is about 3 times as high for a male. I'm just saying, and the reason why I know this is because that is the quote we usually get from most recruiters. When we say that we want a ratio of 50-50 between females and males, because that's the magic number apparently, we get a lot of sighs and a lot of whining and a lot of upset comments from the people that we try to employ to do this work. And whenever they do find a female, the recruitment cost always goes up. So the whole equality discussion, at the very least, in the process of hiring, is very much in the female favor. You are, I mean, a male software developer who's good is like human gold. A female software developer who is really, really good is like a unicorn. And I remember to this day, I still laugh. My manager, who or my at the time, the CEO or whatever he was, he went on stage for a company-wide meeting and so started talking about our hiring process, and we want more females in because of course we only had one or two, I think, to like a to complete sausage fest of guys. And so of course he wants to balance those numbers out. We like it was that was the idea at the very least. And then he said like, yeah, we're really going hard now. We're adding a finder's fee, and the finder's fee for men, for a male one, I think was €1,000, something like that. It was 2,500 for a female. just because like we were like at the time we were desperate, right? Or like, he was desperate at the very least. And so and then he said, if you can manage to find what we're really looking for right now is a senior female backend developer. And when he said those words, I couldn't stop myself. I actually started laughing, like loudly started laughing. Just me, because nobody else got the joke apparently. And then he he pointed, of course, he points at me and say, "Oh, so you like you think that is that going to be a problem? You think?" I mean, he was a good spirit. He's a nice guy, so there was no like tension. And I said, "Yeah, I think that's going to be a major problem because finding a senior female developer, like any like a senior overall, like a senior that's going to be willing to join a small startup or something like that, that's going to be a pretty big challenge. Finding a really good female is like finding a unicorn. But you want not only a good female, you want a female backend developer who is also a senior. That is like, if you will allow me, that is like you asking for a unicorn with a blue and a brown eye. That is what you're asking for. And 3 years later, we still couldn't find one. So what I want you to take away from this is that if you are a little bit, well, daunted by the amount of men versus females in IT, I'm very sorry, that is the norm. The vast majority, I mean, there are companies where they don't even have a woman working there. And you should know that although this is the common trend, you should, at the same time, it does actually in some cases work in your favor. I will not say so much about once you're in the environment, because the environment can be like, it can be a good environment, but it can also be a very, jockey type of guys being guys type of thing, where you might have to put up with some shit. I'm very sorry to say it does happen, and I'm sorry that it is happening, and I just want to be transparent with you. It can happen, but you should also know that your value in terms of recruitment is much higher than the average male software developer. You have the best possibilities to pick pretty much wherever you want to work, assuming of course that you have the skills, because the hype and the trend in IT at this moment, at the very least, is to try to balance out the female to male ratio. And I think that, the really big IT companies like Google and Facebook and so forth, they claim 50-50. I would be very surprised if that is 50-50 in the engineering department. 50-50 company-wide, I absolutely believe that. Engineering department, maybe. So you have a lot of prospects and you have an extremely high value as a female software developer, but at the same time you should know that yes, most of your coworkers are going to be male. Have a great day.